Now, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Anqi Wang, the speaker for today's school information session and also a member of the school administrative office. Nice to meet you. 皆さん、よろしくお願いいたします。Today we have the participants from all over the world, such as Australia, Cambodia, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Singapore, Hong Kong, and many other countries too. I'm very glad that we can gather here today. First of all, I would like to introduce today's program. I will begin with the introductions and then talk about the features of AOJ Language School, school schedule, school admission promotion, and Q&A. Later, I will also show you how our e-campus look like. Now, let's move to the introduction part. Here, I'd love to introduce the principal of AOJ Language School, Mr. Takaomi Fukushima. He has prepared a video message for us, so let's hear a few words from him.
こんにちは。今日は AOJ ランゲージスクールの学校説明会にお集まりいただき、ありがとうございます。Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today at the school information session of AOJ Language School. 私は AOJ ランゲージスクールの校長を務める福島隆臣と言います。My name is Takaomi Fukushima.I am the principal of AOJ Language School. Nice to meet you. まず、私たち AOJ ランゲージスクールについて簡単に自己紹介します。AOJ ランゲージスクールはオンラインで学ぶ日本語学校です。私たちは2022年の春に開校しました。Here, I would like to introduce our AOJ Language School briefly.AOJ Language School opened in April 2022. It is an online Japanese language school. 日本語を学びたいという情熱と、日本語学習を楽しみたいという興味を持った学習者が、世界各国から集まり、共に勉強をしています。Our students who are passionate about learning Japanese,from all over the world study together at AOJ Language School. 私たちの学校は、皆さんが日本語を学ぶための優れたカリキュラム、経験豊富な日本語教員、親身になって学生を助けるサポート窓口を用意し、皆さんの日本語学習を支援します。We have an excellent curriculum, experienced teachers,and kind support staff to support your Japanese learning. 異なる言語、異なる文化を学ぶことは、きっと皆さんのこれからの人生に彩りを添えてくれるでしょう。皆さんの入学を心よりお待ちしております。We believe that learning a new language and different culture will surely add colors to your future life.We look forward to seeing you at school soon. I'll show you the voice of our current students.
So that was the first introduction to Japanese language, and since then I realized that I have to take more courses to achieve a high level in this language.
I've always liked the Japanese tradition, the culture.
もっと上手になりたいです。
It was a lot about trying to expand my horizons.And learn about different cultures. Japan is very different.
I had visited, as I said, I visited there many years ago, and I had always wanted to learn Japanese. I tried
It's not easy, but it's not difficult. If you want to climb the mountain, you have to climb every meter every day. So every day I have at least half an hour to study.
I don't think it's difficult. It's just being able to dedicate the time to studying.
楽しいと思います。先生の教え方もいいと思います。
I was able to do all the basics, but I didn't have as much time to practice. So that's more about my adult classes, and I was still able to do fine.
At least for me, it's enjoyable and it's very different than what I do at work. So.
Attain offers a very well organized course. Everything is scheduled. Time counts here, so you are not waste time. If you want to succeed, you have the opportunity with Attain.
I would say to go ahead and try it.
何もしなかったら何もにならない。でもやってみたらいいかどうか選ぶことができます。
It depends on the important thing in learning in AOJ language school compared to just courses online is the feedback.
Is I spend a lot of time thinking about it, not spending enough time actually doing it. And so you just got to bite the bullet and actually do it.
アンチーさんがこれから私たちの学校について説明します。どうぞリラックスして聞いてください。アンチーさん will explain our school in details. Please relax and listen to what she has to say. Okay, アンチーさん、it's all yours.
Okay, so that was the message from our principal, Mr. Fukushima. And from here, I will take over and introduce the details of our school. And let's have a look at the features of Attain Online Japanese Language School. As you can see on this screen, here are several features of AOJ Language School. The first feature is that AOJ Language School is a Japanese language school where you study all online. It is a totally online Japanese school. In order to study Japanese at our school, you need to have a PC or a tablet or the smart mobile device and so on. And since you can watch the videos on the internet and talk with the Japanese teachers in real time, you need a web camera and microphone and a good speed internet. Next, let's look at the three main learning ways at AOJ Language School. First, we offer the video lecture learning. The video lecture is our originally made recorded videos. If you know us from Udemy, you may have already seen some of our videos on Udemy website. You can proceed with your studies at your convenience without being restricted by location or time. There are textbooks with these videos, and we have posted assigned video lectures for each week so that you can follow the recommended study schedule easily. You can access to these video lectures 24 hours every day. Second, we offer the lab lecture. A 90-minute lab lecture will hold twice a week by a Japanese teacher in real time. You will take the Japanese class with your classmates from all over the world. With the lab lecture, you will be able to understand what you have learned in the video lecture more deeply and correctly. And you can practice speaking Japanese with our teachers at the lab class. Currently, our lab lecture is set at every Wednesday and Saturday Japan time. We will set the time for different class depending on the number of the students from the similar area. At the end of this school information session, there will be a survey. It will help us to set the best lab lecture time for your area. We appreciate that you could fill it after this session if you would like to join us in the future. Here, I would like to share the class time that we will hold the lab lecture for this fall semester. Please take a memo if necessary. The lab lecture class time we are planning to open is 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. If the number of the applicants is less than the required minimum number, some class time may not be available. If there are enough students, we are considering to open classes on every Monday, Tuesday, Friday too. So here, from the current enrollment situation, the night class are definitely will open for the next semester. And the 11 a.m. also will are open. For the 9 a.m. class, so now we are still enrolling the people, the students. So if you would like to join 9 a.m., please let us know. Moreover, we also offer the lab lecture recording the archive. If you are unable to attend the lab lecture due to your work or school schedule or the time zone difference in your country, you can watch the lab lecture recording. Of course, the lab lecture recording can also be used for review. So if someday you are so busy with work or school schedule, you cannot make the lab lecture time, it's totally fine. You will be able to watch the lab lecture recording later and you can review the lab lecture at your convenience. Third, we also offer the exams at traditional Japanese language school. There is a middle term examination and final examination, which is held once a semester. The scores will be reflected in your semester grades, so let's do our best. But here I would like to add one point about these exams. If you would like to receive a certificate from our school to apply for a school or a job in Japan in the future, you need to take these exams. But if you just want to learn Japanese at your own pace or for the communication purpose and don't need the certificate, these exams can be optional for you. So you don't have to take the exams if you don't need a certificate in the future. Of course, you can use these exams to test your Japanese level. Today, some of our participants are joining from Udemy. Please note that some of our school video lectures are the same as the video courses we provide on Udemy. The key difference is that at our school learning system, which is called AOJ eCampus, we offer the lab lectures and online tests for each lesson. These services are not available on Udemy. In addition, we provide the supplementary video courses for each JLPT level, which are not offered on Udemy. Furthermore, the students enrolled in our school can receive a 150-hour study certificate on request. Please note that taking only Udemy course does not qualify for this certificate. At school, you can ask the teacher questions anytime you want and practice speaking in our lab lecture and the Japanese culture communication lecture. We also offer the communication room that our students can exchange their opinions through Japanese study. Moreover, to be one of our students, you will have the full support to pass JLPT N2, which I will explain later. Next, I will talk about the tuition fee. In most occasions, you need to pay an admission fee at regular Japanese schools, but we don't charge you any admission fee for AOJ language school. It is totally free. You can use every learning content unlimitedly for a monthly tuition fee of 15,000 yen, which is around $100. There is no additional cost for learning materials such as textbooks or exercise, and there is also no more charge about system usage. There is no other charge except this 15,000 yen per month. There are two ways to pay for the tuition. Monthly payment is available through the credit card payment subscription. If you pay with a credit card, your card will be charged automatically monthly, but the school will cover the transaction fee. We also offer one-time bank transfer. If you would like to pay with bank transfer, it is a one-time payment of 6 months tuition. We offer you the first month free tuition, so it will be 75,000 yen for the new students. The students will be responsible for the transition fee. In the future, we will also add the PayPal for the monthly subscription too. So if none of this works for you, and you can contact the school administrative office to see if the PayPal is available or not. Next, I would like to explain about our special support system, full support to pass JLPT N2. This is the special support system originally provided by our AOJ language school. JLPT N2 is the advanced Japanese level. It is a level that you can understand the Japanese in everyday situation and business situations. If you reach N2 level, you can meet the Japanese level required for entering most Japanese schools and companies. N2 certificate can also be used as a proof of your Japanese ability when you apply for school or job in Japan. The goal of our school is to help every student to reach the JLPT N2 level. If you study with our curriculum and follow our study schedule very well, you would be able to reach the Japanese level equivalent to N2 or be able to pass JLPT N2 when you graduate from school. Our curriculum is specially designed so that even if the beginners can reach JLPT N2 in 2 years. Not only that, AOJ Language School offers you the full support until you pass JLPT N2. Let's see how it works. We are helping every student to achieve N2 level Japanese when completing the study at the school. So depending on your starting class level, if you have been enrolled into our school for a certain period but not reached the N2 level or passed the N2 exam, we offer you a full support period until you pass JLPT N2. During this full support period, you will not need to pay an additional tuition, and you can extend your study at our school for up to 3 years. Let's see how it works. So if you start from E class, which is the beginner and N5 class, and you enroll us from the E class and study from N5 and continue studying with us for 2 years, but don't reach the JLPT N2 after completing our N2 class, you will be eligible for an additional 3 years of study under our full support period without any additional tuition. This means that you could potentially study at AOJ Language School for up to 5 years while only paying for 2 years tuition. If you enroll at a low class, N4 class, and study with us for 1.5 years, but not reach the JLPT N2 after finish our N2 class, you can extend your studies at school for an additional 3 years with no actual tuition cost. For those who start from HA class N3, the typical study period is 1 year. And for the NE class, if you start from the N2 class, it's 6 months. If you have not achieved the JLPT N2 after completing the NE class, you can enter the full support period to continue your study until you pass JLPT N2. No matter your starting level, if you have been diligently studying at the AOJ Language School, you can benefit from this full support period. You can continue your studies with us for up to 3 years with no additional tuition, ensuring you have the time and support needed to achieve your goal. The tuition fees during this full support period is totally free and is up to 3 years. However, please note that there is an enrollment continuation fee, which is 5,000 yen, which is around $34 per semester. So every 6 months, you pay 5,000 yen, and you can keep enrolling to this full support to pass JLPT N2. And during the extended 3 years, We provide you all the access to all the video lectures, learning textbooks, archive of the lab lecture recording offered last year, and it's free to ask the teacher questions for up to these 3 years. But please note that the new lab lecture are not available during this extended 3 years. If you wish to take the new lab classes, you need to pay the regular tuition. So typically this extended 3 years with this full support, you can access to all the things on the e-campus except for the new lab lecture. So if you would like to take a lab lecture more, then you need to pay the regular tuition. Except that, everything is included. And next, I will talk about the Japanese teachers at AOJ Language School. All the Japanese language teachers at AOJ Language School are experienced and qualified instructors. To be eligible to teach at our school, the teachers must have to meet at least one of the following qualifications: passing the Japanese language teaching competency test, or completion of a 420-hour Japanese teacher training course, or a bachelor degree with a major or a minor in Japanese education. Our teacher provides lessons in a clear and easy to understand manner tailored to the level of each student. Next feature is that our lab lectures are held in small group. Since you will take a lab lecture with a Japanese teacher, you will have more opportunity to speak Japanese. AOJ Language School's lab lecture is a small group with less than 10 students per class, so it's very easy for our teacher to understand the situation of each student and provide the detailed guidance. The next feature is that at AOJ Language School, you can study with the Japanese learners from all over the world. At the AOJ Language School, we highly value the interaction among our students. So through our monthly Japanese culture communication lectures, you will have the opportunity to engage in the multiple cultural exchanges with your classmates from the diverse backgrounds. The school organizes a variety of topics such as seasonal events in Japan, Japanese songs, presentations, and much more. And the next feature is that we have the classes for each level of Japanese. AOJ Language School offers the classes based on each JLPT level. In the fall semester, our school have the E class for beginners and N5 learners, Low class for N4 learners, High class for N3 learners, Ni class for N2 learners, and Whole class for N1 learners. So even though our goal is to help everybody reach the JLPT N2 level, but we do offer the advanced level whole class. So if you finish the Ni class, our N2 class, you still can go advanced level, which is a whole class. Here you may be interested why this is called Ilo, Hani, Ho. So this is the ancient way, the order of the hiragana, the reading in Japan. Now you may know that this is A, I, U, E, O in current Japanese. In ancient Japanese, it is Ilo, Ha, Hi, Ho, Ilo, Hani, Ho, in this order. Okay, so these are the features of a Japanese language school. And from here, let's see the next program, AOJ Language School schedule. The process of the admission for the student who would like to enroll in October is as follows. Let's have a look. Now you are attending our second school information session, and this is our last school information session for this fall semester. If you would like to ask us more questions in the future, welcome to contact us by email. And we will hold several 45-minute free trial lessons on September 14th, Japan time, which is next Sunday in Japan. So September 14th, Japan time. And there are morning sessions and evening sessions. You're very welcome to reserve your spot to experience what the online lab lecture will be like. So here I will show you the time in details. And these are the free trial lessons which will be held on September 14th. The morning is from 9 and to 12:45 for from N5 level to N2 level, including the beginner level at the very beginning. And the evening session is from 6 p.m. to 9:45 p.m. Please feel free to attend them, and please reserve your spot. Send us the email to the info@aoj-ls.com.jp, and then we will send you the free trial lesson link. So these are the free trial lesson schedule for the next Sunday in Japan. And the deadline for applying to the fall semester is September 18th, 2025, Japan time. So please apply before that, September 18th, 2025. And please also note this is Japan time. We have an online application form on our website. You can easily apply online, and I will show you where the online form is located. So this is our school website. On the very right side, there is admission button here. And if you put your mouse there, then on the second line, there is the application for admission. If you click this, we'll come to the first step for your admission application. What you need to do is very easy. Just enter your name here and also your email address, and then click this check, and then send the confirmed content. Then we will receive that you would like to apply to the AOJ, and then we will send out the real application form. So typically the real application form is in a link, the email. Then after you submit this form, it will automatically send to your email. If you, after submitting this form and you haven't received any email within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, please check your junk email or the spam email to see if the school email filtered there. So that always happens. So I'd love to add that point here. So this, you will receive a second email which have the real application form link. Okay. And if you are admitted to the school, you will be notified of the tuition payment procedure along with your admission letter by September 19th. Okay. And please, sorry. Okay. And please complete the payment procedure for the tuition by September 25th. Even though you will get the first tuition fee free with the promotion, you still need to complete the credit card subscription procedure or bank transfer before the deadline. We won't charge you the first month's tuition. Because the bank transfer takes some time, so we will send the bank transfer tuition guidance maybe right after we receive your application. And next is our student orientation. So our student orientation will be held on September 28th, 10 a.m. Japan time. At the orientation, we will explain how to use our AOJ eCampus to study Japanese at our school. In addition, you will meet your teacher and other classmates at our orientation. There are many important information in the orientation, so please make sure you can attend. But if you cannot attend due to your personal schedule, we will send you the record after the orientation. And then the fall semester of AOJ Language School will start on October 5th. So your true Japanese language learning will start there. So far, I have explained the school enrollment schedule and the procedure of the AOJ Language School. Here, I would like to show everybody how the eCampus look like. Okay, so after you finish out the procedure for the admission, you will receive an ID and the password with the email. And we will send you the username and the password for this eCampus. So this is where you are going to learn Japanese with us. The first step is very simple. Just enter the ID and password we issued and log in. And here is the dashboard. There are many functions here. I would like to introduce them in detail in the student orientation. Here, I would like to show everybody how your classroom look like. So first of all, I will change the system language to English. And on the left menu bar, you can see there's My Course. If you click that, usually the one between right below it is your classroom. So I just click this. And now I'm in my classroom. Here I'm registered as a low class, N4 class student. So this shows your class, low class, and EN means that you choose the English subtitle video lectures. And October means here this is the fall semester. On the very top, you can see there's Q&A forum. Here you can post your questions, the Japanese questions, and the teacher or the student who know the answer can answer you here. Of course, our teacher will review everybody's answer and give you the final answer too. If you would like to ask a teacher the question not seen by other students, we also have the message function. You can use the message function to ask a teacher question. That also works. And then you can see the whole semester's schedule is posted here as PDF. And then there is the menu for this whole system. Also, the lab lecture link will be posted here after the fall semester starts. And here there's attendance, homework, and semester grade. So the attendance, as I mentioned earlier, so watching the lab lecture recording equals you attended lab lecture. Our teacher will review that the rate of your lab lecture recording, also the rate that you actually attended the lab lecture and make a mark here. So typically this is the teacher will use it to mark the attendance. And for the homework, it doesn't mean that every lab lecture you will get homework. It's just in some lab lecture, the teacher will maybe say, oh, please write hiragana, katakana, and send to me. Then you just write it and maybe take a picture or write directly on the system and send it to the teacher. The teacher will give you the feedback also through the system, and you will receive the teacher's feedback. And then about the semester grade. So this is only for those people who would like to take the middle term exam and the final exam. If you don't take them, this will be left blank. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, and from here, this is the start of your Japanese study. The first week start from October 6th. This is the Monday dates. We already posted the whole semester study schedule here. What you need to do is very simple. Just watch all these videos first. This is all the videos. This green box are the videos, and this red sign are the PDF textbook. Download them, watch them, and then here come to the first lab lecture for the first week. So this means that before taking this first lab lecture, we recommended you watch all these videos ahead. So each video may be just 5 minutes, so maybe the longest is like 10 minutes long. So all the short clips should be very easy to finish. And then on this first lab lecture, the teacher, the content will cover the contents that in this video content. And here you can see there is the textbook. If you click this, so we do recommend that if you have printer, print the textbook is the best study efficiency. But if you don't have the printer or you don't want to print in the paper, you can use another smart device to refer to this textbook while watching these videos. So this video and textbook like a set. So while watching it and while watching the videos are very good way to learn Japanese in the fastest way. Okay, and for the videos, I will click one just for example. So this is just a typical video player everybody can use. What you need to do, just click play button. So the player is typically very same as other players too. You can just change the volume here and make it full screen or make it forward 10 seconds, back 10 seconds. You can also change the video speed here. And after finish this video, then just click the next activity, then you will go to the next video. Or you can go back to the main list. That's also fine. And here is some test. So after you watch the video, like you watch the grammar video, we have the online test for your practice. So just like that, download the textbook, watch the videos, and do some online tests for practice, and then attend the first lab lecture. And after 1 day or 2 days, the business days, after this lab lecture was held, you will see another new video pop up below this line. So that's a lab lecture recording. So if you missed that lab lecture, you just go to that week, that position, and find your lab lecture recording here. So let's say if you skip the second lab lecture of the first week, then you want to find the lab lecture recording, it would be on the second lab lecture of the first week. It will be located here. So typically it's 1 or 2 business days after the lab lecture was held. Okay, so after first lab lecture, you just watch these videos, do some tests, and then take the second lab lecture. After you enter the week 2, still the same. Watch these videos and take the first lab lecture. Watch these videos and take the second lab lecture. So every week is in the same schedule, just like this. Maybe you will see, oh, this so long list. How can I find after I enter the middle of this semester? So we have a good function for that. On the left side, there is a course section. If you click this, there are many shortcuts for your week. So let's say you already entered the middle of this semester, then like week 11, then you just directly click that and you can jump to that week and start your study for that week. That's also fine. And because this is the online school, everything held it online, of course, it has the flexibility for you to adjust your study pace by yourself. If you have to skip 1 week, 2 weeks, that's totally fine. You can just make up the portion you missed at your own convenience later. That's totally fine. And we designed the curriculum that for the 6 months, you reach 1 level up. But you would like to study at your own pace, slower pace, that's also totally fine. For the next semester, you can also choose to take the same level. That also works. So it all depends on your pace. If you want to study as fast as you can, then follow the school recommended study. In 6 months, you will 1 level up. If you would like to study by your own pace, then you can just typically use it, can study whenever you have time, and then watch the lab lecture recording or attend the lab lecture when you have time. That also works. And for the middle term exam, so let's jump to here. It is in the middle of this term and is in the limited period. You can access to the exam. So during this exam, during this period, the exam link will be open, and you can click that and do the exam. Just a one-time access. But if you have some like personal schedule you have to do during that time, you cannot take a test, but you would like to take the test, just contact the school administrative office earlier. We can extend the test period for you too. And for the final exam, also like this. Okay, so this is typically how your classroom look like. And for the whole semester, mainly you will use this classroom for your Japanese study. And here I would like to introduce some supplementary courses. So at the EE campus, this is called EE campus, we also have many supplementary courses offers free for our enrolled students. Everything typically posted on this campus, you can use for free. There are the JLPT preparation course, like a kanji learning course, or like a ChatGPT AI talking course, also like some Japanese cuisine course. So whatever posted here are all free for you. And then you can just make it as your supplementary courses for your studying Japanese or learn something about Japanese culture, totally fine. We also will hold once a month, like called Japanese communication lecture. So that's a live class. It's typically like 1 hour, and we actually gather online, like talk about some Japanese culture together. So typically all the courses here for you is all free. And also there is some good function for this eCampus. Let's say you enrolled at a N3 class. but you forget some N4 or N5 class, we also have this VOD room for you. So here is a VOD room. This for you review your previous level. So if you enrolled at N3 class, then you can see the E class and the low class. Both two VOD room. So which means you can review all of the E class video lectures and the low class video lectures. So this is really convenient for you review your previous level, and you don't have to take the lower level again. Okay, so for more details about this e-campus, I will introduce at the school student orientation. So if you decide to join us in this fall, please fill the application form, and after we receive it, then we will guide you the admission process from there. And then please join the student orientation. Okay. And here, let's learn something about the great deal. And now we are holding a special promotion for all the students who enroll to our fall semester. Your tuition fee could be free for up to 2 months. Let's see how it works. When this promotion is applied, the tuition fee for this October will be free for every student. If you have continued the study to the end of this fall semester, you will be also cashed back for 1 month's tuition at the end of the semester. Please note that the cashback does not apply to those who dropped off halfway. The student who enrolled before the application deadline for the fall semester will receive this discount. The application deadline is September 18th. So please consider to enroll to the school before this application deadline for this special promotion. Now it comes to our Q&A time. If you have any question, I will answer you here. So to answer everybody's question in order, please type your questions into the chat, and I will answer the question in order. If you have any question, you can use the chat function here, and I will answer everybody's question in order. Okay, welcome to chat your questions. Any question about the full support to pass JLPT N2 or the tuition or the promotion or the admission process? Okay, here come to the first question. I would like to ask about the placement test. Since it says that tests can be taken multiple times, will the class placement be based on the highest score obtained or the only one, the first attempt? Okay, good question. So we do offer the placement test for our students, and we already issued the placement test to you, Plum-san, right? Yes, so you can take multiple times as you can, and we will judge on the highest score. But as I mentioned earlier at the e-campus, we do have the VOD room. So if you think you are ready for N3 or N2, and then you can just, you would like to enroll to N2 or N3 directly, you can tell us. We can do that first, and then you can try it. And if in the middle of the semester, you feel a little bit forget the previous level, you can use a VOD room, or you can also request to change your level in the middle of the semester. That also totally works. So even though you enrolled into a level that you don't know if I'm current this level, you can try the first 1 week or second 2 weeks, and you think, oh, maybe I should adjust my level. We can also do that. And for the placement test, you can take multiple times, and usually we will judge on the highest score which obtained. Thank you. And anybody here who would want a placement test, please contact the administrative office too. Okay, here come to the second question. Can I choose the exact time of the class for each of the days separated? For example, Wednesday in the evening and Saturday in the morning. Okay, good question. So this depends. So what level are you currently now? Because this all depends on the teachers actually. If you would like the certificate and we need the record of your attendance, attendance rate, then you need the same teacher to make sure that, okay, I know you attend this and you are not attending that. If it's the same teacher, what you said is okay. So the same teacher, because they can they can know your attendance record. So if it's the same teacher, hold the Wednesday evening and Saturday morning, this works. But if it's Wednesday morning and Wednesday evening and Saturday morning are different teacher, if you don't request the certificate, then it works. But if you need a certificate in the future, then we recommended you attend one and watch the lab lecture recording for the other one, so that it don't mess up your record. Everybody's account can only associate with one teacher. So typically we only assign to one teacher, but if because your schedule you would like to do that, it's only possible when the teacher is in charge of both morning and evening class. Okay, let's see the next question. If I enroll in your course and then during the lesson I see the class is lower or higher, then can I switch to another class? Yes, of course. Yeah, just as I mentioned earlier, if you feel challenging or if you feel this is too easy for you, just contact us anytime and we will adjust your class level. So you can also do like a trial at another level to see which one fits you better. Yes. And next week we are going to have the free trial on the Sunday. So welcome to join there to see what's the first lesson of the each level feels like. So this may be the start. So if from the very start you are already start to feel challenging, then maybe you can reconsider the level. Yes. Or you can just keep on taking it and apply to switch your class level in the middle of the semester. That also works. Okay, is there any other questions here? So for the tuition guidance here, I would like to let everybody know is that, so your October tuition is free. And if you choose to pay with the credit card subscription, so monthly, we will send you the coupon code. You need to apply that coupon code to the payment page, so you receive the first month tuition free. Please don't forget to use that coupon code. If you don't use that, then it's just a regular tuition. So use the coupon code, and then it's the first month tuition free. Okay, we got another question from Plum-san. If I would like to switch to another class, how should I contact you? So please contact the school administrative office email. We have a bunch of email that you can reach to us. Here, I'd love to tap here. This is our info one. So you can contact either of them. So it will reach to us, and then we will, we can talk about their level through the email. Totally fine. Yeah, so for the eCampus, the student orientation, you will see more though. It has every levels VOD. Let's say Plum-san, if you are N3, if you enroll to the N3 class, then you can watch all the N4 or N5 video lectures. So you can use, please feel free to use them to review. And if you are enrolling to a higher class, but you feel, oh, it's so hard to keep going on, and maybe you want to change, then please feel free to contact at any time. So you don't have to feel stressed at the lab class. Just contact us anytime if you would like to adjust your level. Okay, so if there's no more other questions, this come to the end of our school's information session. And if you have more questions, welcome to stay here with us at the end, and you can talk with us directly. That's also totally fine. And thank you everybody for joining us today. And after this session, there will be a survey shown on the screen. As I mentioned earlier, the survey will help us to set the time for the lab lecture. We appreciate you taking the time to answer the questions to help us understand your needs more. If you can study at AOJ language school and acquire the Japanese ability equivalent to N2 level, it will be a big event that may change your life in the future. We will do our best to help you achieve that. We sincerely hope that you will become our student of AOJ language school, and we look forward to seeing you at school. Thank you very much. And that was all for today's school information session. If you have more questions, welcome to stay here and talk with us directly. And if you have no more questions, you can click the quit the meeting button, and then there will be the survey maybe pop out. And if you have time, please feel free to fill it. If you don't have time, totally fine. Just leave it, also fine. Yes. Okay, thank you, everybody. If you don't have any question, you can quit the meeting now. ありがとうございました。If you have more questions, welcome to also use the chat or talk with me directly about the school information. Anything you would like to know in details. Hi, ありがとうございました。じゃあ学校で会いましょう。ありがとうございます。プラムさんとオンさんは何か質問ありますか？多分会社から連絡いただいたので、この後はオンラインテスト。So if you take the online test and then you would like to adjust your level, also please contact us. Even though the result shows you are not qualified for this, but if you would like to give it a try, also welcome to contact us. はい、ありがとうございます。Okay, here I have another question. Okay, so for the On-san, can you explain the class schedule to me again? For example, if I choose the 9 a.m. to 10:30, there will be no class at 11 to 12:30. Yes, exactly. So 9, if you choose, so I heard from the company representative, so your class time would be 9 a.m. to 10:30 every Wednesday and Saturday. So that will be your time. And there won't be the class after that. So every Wednesday and Saturday, you can join the 9 a.m. class. And so I heard that you may not be able to make the Saturday class, so you can just use the lab lecture recording. That's totally fine. You don't have to join the lab class. If you would like, you can join just join the Wednesday morning 9 a.m. class. And on Saturday, you don't have to join it, and maybe on Monday or Tuesday, you can watch the lab lecture recording. That also works, and I'll count it as attendance. Okay, ありがとうございます。はい。はい、プラムさんありがとうございます。じゃあ、あとは学校の、学生オリエンテーションですね。9月28日のオリエンテーションでプラムさんとオンさん。はい。ぜひご参加いただけたら嬉しいです。はい。EDZ さんは何か質問ありますか？ Do you have any question? もしなければ、では、学校説明会を終わらせていただきます。Do you have any question? EDZ さん。はい。Okay, thank you. Right, we look forward to seeing you at school. If you would like to join this fall, welcome. And if you would like to consider more, welcome to join us in the future. Thank you. はい。では、that's all for today's school information session. Thank you very much for joining us today, and have a good evening. Thank you. Bye bye.